we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could we have a motion to excuse the...
We'll do roll call first.
Roll call first? Okay, thanks, Susie.
Commissioner Cadwalder is absent tonight. Commissioner Chambers is absent tonight. Commissioner Barker.
Here.
Commissioner Gerard.
Here.
Commissioner Salzweedl.
Here.
Commissioner Thielander.
Here.
And Chair Zanstra is absent as well.
And with that, I'll look for a motion to excuse the absences. So,
Support?
all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
With that, we'll look for approval of the agenda.
I would approve the agenda as written, however, I believe there's an addition or a change.
Yes, I'm just proposing that we table old business until we have a full commission.
I will second and I agree that I was going to make that motion, yeah.
So you made the motion?
So, yes, I'll make the motion.
Okay, then I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes?
Yes. Motion passed. And we'll look at approval of the agenda. That was passed. Now we'll look for approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, May 9th, 2016.
I'll make a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes.
And if I can, I'll second it. I'm not sure if I can, but I think I can.
Any questions? All in favor?
Yes?
Yes.
Motion passes. Public comments and communications current items not on the agenda. I saw nobody moving up, so we'll go on to the next. New business, site plans for Lighthouse Foods. If you guys would like to come on up and discuss it with us, that'd be great.
Good evening. Brian Holland with Paradigm Design. I'm here with Doug Ritz and
Greg Hoffman from
Greg Hoffman with Lighthouse. We're here before you tonight asking for site plan approval for a 26,500 square foot addition to the existing Lighthouse facility. That addition will expand to the north out into the existing parking lot. Along with that, we are looking to expand the parking lot to the north towards the street and to the east. With that, we are expanding the existing detention facility to accommodate our additional impervious surface. We did receive a variance last week for the internal islands, landscaping islands on the parking lot. We've taken a look at the staff report. I just wanted to cover a couple items in the staff report. One item, we have obtained our Kent County Drain Commission approvals for the site drainage, and we've also got our soil erosion permit from the Road Commission. Landscaping, the staff report had indicated that there were 20 trees shown on our landscaping plan. We actually have 22 plants on the plans, and then there's one existing tree to the west of the westernmost drive that we were counting to get to our 23 required. And then lastly, there's a condition recommended for not allowing us to do site work until we have a building permit. Because of the sequencing of the project and how tight the site is with employee parking and whatnot, we'd like to get the site work started so that we can get the parking lot expansion completed before we start the building work. And I'll just say, Doug, we're looking at July 8th to have the building plans complete and submitted. That's our goal, to get them submitted for permits. So we're only talking a couple weeks. Any questions?
Andy, any input?
With regard to Brian's comments here, I don't have a lot to add. He is correct that for some reason I just miscounted when I was reviewing the landscaping on the site. They do have 22 trees proposed. The ordinance actually requires that they be canopy trees, is the term in the ordinance, and they have kind of a mixture of both deciduous and evergreen trees. In the past, the city has often approved sort of a combination of both because the overall intent and the effect of the landscaping is achieved. And they do have the right number. I think it's fair to count the one existing tree that's just to the west of that westerly driveway as part of that total. So they do have the required 23 trees. The ordinance also requires 70 some odd shrubs. They have well over 100 proposed. So as far as landscaping goes, I don't have any other concerns. They don't meet the requirements for the islands, as we know, but they did receive a variance for that, so that's not something that they are required to do at this time. As far as the site, otherwise the site, the site and the expansion is generally well designed. I mean, it's not, a lot of the layout is going to be similar. They're just sort of compensating for a lot of the parking because the building is going to take up some of where the parking is currently. And so that's why I'm assuming they want to turn the parking lot first so they can accommodate that extra space before you actually have it. And that is fine. Other than that, I do have some recommendations. I recommended that the Planning Commission approve the site. This is on the third page of my report. There are 6 conditions. As you said, I did get a copy of the Drain Commissioner's approval. I haven't seen the soil erosion one yet. That's something you guys can just send in to the city if you've not done so yet. I don't know if any outdoor lighting is proposed. If it is going to be proposed now or later, that's fine as long as the fixtures are fully cut off, true box down fixtures, and they're not more than 20 feet tall. And if there are going to be any changes to the sign, just you would need a permit for a new sign, and you look at whatever standards are in place at that time if you're going to make any changes. I didn't see anything on the site plan, so I'm assuming that the sign is going to stay the way it's been before.
We're doing the sign. There will be some lighting poles that get moved.
Okay, so they're existing. I noticed that too, and then I drove back there and I thought it was quite a bit of space for the few lights that were there, so that was a question I was going to ask. I was looking for lighting.
Yeah.
For security and all kinds of reasons for staff and people and things like that, yeah.
We do have a lighting plan. I can leave a copy of it with you if you'd like.
I saw it on the ledger, but I didn't see it anywhere on the prints.
The only other comment I have with regard to the project phasing, I think the way we want to do it is fine. The building permits are good for, I think, long enough that even if you submit everything, in a week or two, that those would be available long enough for you to do the parking first and do the building separate. And you would submit that stuff to the city, which would then relay it to Cascade, and we would take a look at it and work with you through that process. So I don't anticipate any issues with that, as long as everything's done, and I'm assuming you guys want to be done, this summer. And so in that time frame, I don't anticipate any significant hiccups in that process at this time. This is just something that is approved by the Planning Commission. You don't need to make a recommendation or anything. So I would suggest adding I guess there's really only 5 conditions on the site plan approval that I would suggest, which are attached to my report here. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, you may ask additional questions and discuss or make a motion to approve.
Bruce, anything?
I concur with the plan entirely. It's good.
Alan?
I agree with the plan.
John?
Yep.
All right. Do we have a motion and move forward?
I'll move that we accept the plan as written.
I have a second. I'll second. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed? None? Motion passed. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. With that, any staff report?
The staff report is attached, and we just have a couple more houses coming in the Highland Hills area.
Great news. Commissioners' remarks.
It's nice to officially join the Planning Commission, and it's been a very welcoming time here in Lowell, and enjoying our stay here, that's for sure. So thanks for having me, and hopefully I'll do a good job for you guys.
Thank you, Bruce.
And I'm just encouraged by all the progress of Lowell, and you're right, it's a wonderful place to live.
Thank you. John?
I got one. I believe the next meeting is scheduled for 11th of July.
The next meeting has been postponed to July 27th
Okay.
because of the open house for the
That's what I was bringing
city
up.
manager candidates.
It's July 25th.
Is it July 25th?
25th?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just 2 weeks after your regular, it's a month from now, basically, it's your fourth Monday in July, which is 25th.
I have this one comment. I know we were going to discuss maybe our top 3 things, and I think the last meeting, a couple commissioners weren't here. So I guess that gives us some time to go ahead and submit maybe those top 3 to the USU. Do we send out a reminder email to the, hey, guys, we're still,
I can do that.
need to get our top 3 in based on our conversations, and then we can kind of put a vote to that, what our top are, and put something together at the next meeting.
Right now, we
In that
already-
regard, I did send out an email, and hopefully it got to everybody. It's easier to respond to everybody so that everybody gets
I
everybody
see
else's
yours, yeah.
comments. It might make it easier for us. You were on vacation, I assume you got it eventually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It worked.
With that, I look for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll move.
Support.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.